cold weather continues and way more ice around the grounds again. People are just slipping all over the place too. You have to adapt to it or at least be prepared. And what I read today, this one was kind of interesting. Apparently in Bulgaria, they're saying they're having issues with people flying drones around airports, and this is apparently one of the solutions for it, which actually makes you wonder in terms of things, for example, like those remote ID and all that. It says Bulgaria to install antenna for real-time drone monitoring after airport incident. A protective antenna will be installed on the building of the Ministry of Transport to monitor drone activity in real time. Provided by the European Aviation Safety Agency, the antenna will cover a 20-kilometer radius, including the area around Sofia Airport. Its purpose is to offer a comprehensive view of drone usage in urban areas, helping the increasing challenges posed by drones. This is seen as necessary to step toward enhancing security and regulatory oversight. The move follows an incident in which a drone entered Sofia Airport's airspace, disrupting the landing and takeoff of 6 aircraft, according to Civil Aviation Administration Director Anilia Marinova. This was the first case that could be classified as having malicious intent. Although no direct threat to the planes was identified, the event highlighted the growing risks associated with unauthorized drone activity. And with that, they said all international airports in Bulgaria will be equipped with anti-drone systems. The decision was reached following a meeting between Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Transport and Communications Grozdan Karadaj and airport operators. Authorities are now working on implementing solutions to safeguard airspace and prevent similar incidents in the future. So why that makes me wonder is in a lot of places they say you need to do this and that in terms of registering your drone, putting all this hardware for them to track it, but by the sounds of it here, it sounds like they already have the technology to implement in order to track and potentially, deal with the drones. That makes you wonder, if that's the case, why don't you just do it that way? Like, you implement things like this to deal with the situation if it's really that hazardous as you say anyways. Otherwise, you're just wasting time and money, isn't it, overall? And in terms of drones, officials are actually using them more, even the police. And how about this one, where when people see a drone, they'll automatically assume it's by the police and they'll try to actually take it down. And this one says, man shoots down police drone while threatening family with gun. As it says here, according to the Michigan State Police, a 21-year-old threatened his family with a gun and then shot a drone once the police arrived Tuesday evening. West Branch police officers responded to a disturbance in the 1200 block of McCardle Road. According to officials, a man was threatening his family members with a long gun inside a home. After troopers set up a perimeter, the man allegedly fired his weapon into the air and struck a law enforcement drone. All nearby homes were evacuated, and the man later surrendered himself to the police. That guy's a pretty good shot, isn't he? But again, it's one of those things I'd always wondered too, when people are so afraid of a drone in the air in general. It makes me wonder, is there something you're trying to hide too? For example, like in this case, like as an actual criminal? And I was reading this and was wondering, what is this about? Is this a way to give, for example, drones or even, let's say, airplanes in the future unlimited power or something like that while it's flying? This one says, say goodbye to solar panels, free energy flying this drone in your garden. People always talk about that, trying to find ways, for example, to find where when you're flying something like an airplane, at the same time, if you could somehow generate energy as well, then that would be ideal, I guess. It says, imagine a future where renewable energy is not confined to large wind turbines or solar panels. Groundbreaking research led by Dr. Duke H. Nguyen at the University of Bristol has made this vision a reality. With a newly awarded $375,000 grant from the Engineering and Physical Science Research Council, Dr. Nguyen wants to improve airborne wind energy systems and push them towards commercialization. So what is this about? It says AWES, which stands for Airborne Wind Energy Systems, has an edge over conventional wind turbines as they are off the ground, utilizing drones tied to ground stations to harness wind power at high elevations where gusts of winds are both strong and steadier. When the wind yanks the drone from the ground station, it spins a generator, generating electricity. This system has multiple benefits such as increased energy yields. AWES functions at higher altitudes than traditional turbines, capitalizing on stronger and steadier wind currents. Increased flexibility. These systems can be sited offshore, onshore, or in remote locations with minimal infrastructure needs. reduce carbon footprint, AWES suppressed their reliance on massive wind factories, meaning less carbon emissions in the UK, along with less land use towards the net zero target. AWES is an emerging technology. Despite its enormous potential, many prototypes were hastily launched into testing without adequate knowledge of their flight dynamics, often leading to operational failures of the programs and their shutdowns. Using advanced numerical methods to predict and mitigate flight instability, Dr. Nguyen's project addresses this problem. So what would you think of that? Nice idea, but not practical, or kind of like what they implied, people just didn't know what they were doing? I guess we'll wait and see overall. No, it's slippery too.
Oh, okay,
good.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I was gonna just slide down.
Yeah, we'll. Alright, see you guys later.